Impromptunes acknowledges that this podcast is recorded on the traditional lands of the Bunurong peoples of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging and celebrate their enduring connections to country, knowledge and stories.
Impromptunes, 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 imprompt. Do you hear the people improvising?
Good people of the world, thanks for tuning in to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical podcast. Now here they are, the cast of Impromptunes.
Hey there, listeners of the Impromptunes podcast. Welcome to another episode of Zany Madness. My name is Isabella Valette. I am your host for today, and I am joined here in the podcast studio with the wonderful, the hilarious stand-up comedian who is in the house. We have got Chelsea.
Hello.
Now, Chelsea, you've been doing the circuit, haven't you? You've been...
Yes. You were halfway through a question. I interrupted you. I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm blocking. You're not supposed to do that in improv.
You know what? A block is only a block if you don't make it into an op, which is short for opportunity in the biz, which is short for business in the prov. Chelsea, what's the latest gigs that you've been doing?
Oh my goodness. I did a great gig called Grub the other day.
Grub comedy,
which was awesome. I'm doing Local Laugh soon, which is very
that's
exciting.
a big one. Yeah.
But I've also just announced I am debuting my first ever solo show at the Geelong Comedy Festival in October.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
So that's very exciting.
Wow. And so what are the dates for that?
It is the 31st of October at 6:30. Ignore the fact that Impromptunes are on at 6:45 and come to my show.
Oh my God. Is there more than one night?
No. For Impromptunes, yes. For me, no. It's just the one night for Geelong.
Okay,
but
so
I'll be back, I'm sure, at other festivals.
One night at Chelsea, one night at Impromptunes. That seems
That's
fair
exactly
to me.
it. It's a double feature.
The full
just over
Impromptunes
2 nights.
experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually recently stayed in Geelong and there's some good stuff going on there.
Yeah, it's a great town.
There's some laneways, there's some wine. Great. Well, those are the two things that are going on there.
It's a laneway
There's
that
laneways
leads to
and
wine.
And I hear there's a peninsula somewhere as well. Oh yeah, there's some stuff going on. Now, speaking of stuff going on, I have got next to me Impromptu sweetheart, Zoe.
That's delightful. Thank you.
Well, you are a sweetheart, Zoe.
Thanks.
We're just talking about how, like, Zoe looks after everyone. Like, if you're in the middle of the prov and it's going down, she'll remember the name of the character. She'll bring back the title of the show. She'll bring it in. And I was saying, Zoe, I reckon when you were a kid, you looked after everyone. And Zoe just told me something very sweet. Which,
No, you're outing me.
do you want me to stop? Sorry.
No, you can stop. I'll act bashful because that's the Australian thing to do.
Yeah, we have
Don't
a
make
lot
me
of
sick.
tall poppy syndrome here. Yeah, we tear down those who do well. It's actually a really toxic
so
part of our
problematic.
culture. It's actually a huge problem, especially for like people that want to be performers.
Yeah.
Not that other performers do it, but if that is pervasive in the culture, how can we all shine? Let's all.
It's
You
literally the
wouldn't want to
reason-
be a breakdancer in this country.
Topical. Topical. Or maybe you would want to be a breakdancer.
Maybe you would.
Because you'd be like, you know what, it's at the Olympics. And I might go in 4 years' time. So as I was saying, Zoe, when you were a kid, you looked after other kids. When they didn't know their maths equations, they would turn to you for help.
I feel there's a part of me that's like, oh no, what if Mrs. Flood is listening right now? Like, what if...
Mrs. Flood already knows. I bet Mrs. Flood knows. She let you do it. She loved it. You're like a teacher's assistant.
Yeah.
Flood is Flood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
Yeah. She was a really, really cool lady. She was Maths Extension 2, so she really did know her stuff, but Maths Extension 2 was impossible. I don't know why I did it. I think I hated myself.
Yeah, I did the lowest type of maths at my school.
I think that's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Could have saved myself a lot of stress. And in Maths Extension 2, which, okay, that was for New South Wales. I think here it's like, you say like 4 units of maths or like
There's like
maths.
further, and then there's further is the lower one. That's the one I did.
Yeah.
And then there's math methods.
Yeah.
There's
Long story short, it's the kind of test where if you
Specialist.
get 30%, that's considered like amazing.
Wow.
Which in a way was maybe good for me because I needed to get used to like understanding that there were different metrics for success.
And you know,
Nice.
it's the same with improv. If you get 30% of it good, then you've done a good job.
30% of tonight's sport is good.
Yeah, and you've got to
We'll
get
go
used
home happy.
to failure with improv too. So, speaking of, should we do a show? All right, I am putting my hand into the pot of gold. Here we go. I'm popping it in, and I got something. Let's see what I fished out. All right, we've got Reindeer Games 2, The Revenge of Blitzen by Josie Lane from Facebook.
So specific. Can you say it again?
Reindeer Games 2, The Revenge of Blitzen.
Reindeer Games 2, The
So
Revenge of
Blitzen, of course, is one of the reindeers that is mentioned in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Comet and Blitzen, Roddy and Dottie and bombing and fixing.
And Grumpy and Josie.
yeah. That's it.
Oh, we're going to nail this. 30%, guys. 30%.
So that's what we're doing tonight. Reindeer Games 2. So it is the sequel to the first Reindeer Games.
Obviously.
A bit like the Hunger Games. Revenge of Blitzen.
Revenge of Blitzen. There is one man that we all love. He comes flying in with presents up above.
There is one man that we all love. He's the kind of man you want to come all day long.
We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We got these little hooves at the end of our feet, and we know just what to do. We will bring the heat.
We can't wait for him every single day to come flying in on that big red sleigh.
We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. Oh, if it isn't clear, it's a bright old day to be a reindeer. Oh, it's super nice when you get to fly.
Oh, it's so damn good running with the sleigh. I just wanna eat all day, munching on some hay. We ain't got no pause on loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Hey guys, why don't you join in with me on that last bit? We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. We ain't got no pause about loving Santa Claus. Oh, hey, Santa.
Oh, hello there, Blitzen.
Why, you sure took a little longer than usual today.
Oh, you know, it's a busy time of year.
December, it's the end of the year. You never have any time for your reindeer.
Oh, but you know we've got that special day coming. I'm gonna spend the whole night with all of you.
You've been promising that for so long. I can't wait, Santa.
Oh, every year, Blitzen.
And you're gonna scratch my head?
Oh, I'm gonna scratch your head. I'm gonna scratch Comet's head. I'm gonna scratch all the reindeer's heads.
And you're gonna give us toffee apples?
Oh, so many toffee apples to get you around the whole world. Toffee apples are your favorite, aren't they?
They are. And Mrs. Claus is gonna do her usual dance?
Mrs. Claus,
All right, everybody, it's almost time.
Oh, she's getting warm.
Yeah, the elves are really cheering her on.
Oh, those elves. I wish I were allowed into the house like the elves.
Well, after what happened last year, the reindeer aren't allowed in the house anymore.
Yeah, the elves made sure of that. Elves made sure of that. When I think about those dirty elves, what they did, should be the only ones allowed in the house. Oh, just makes me grind my reindeer teeth, stomp my reindeer hooves. I just feel intense waves of emotion. The killer in me comes out.
Whoa, Blitzen, are you okay? You seem to be monologuing.
Oh, sorry, Santa. You weren't supposed to hear that.
I feel like you've got some tension with the elves.
Why would I? It's not like they kicked us all out of the house, ate the mince pie, spent every night cuddled up in bed with Mrs. Claus while she reads them a story. When I was a baby reindeer, I used to get read stories in bed. And now, them elves are gonna have the house forever.
Well, Blitzen,
You're not gonna stop me. You're not gonna stop me.
Listen, things are getting out of hand.
I'm planning
I've known you since you were a baby. You're not like this.
Yeah. Oh, after the elves kicked me out of their house, I did some deep thinking.
Why don't we all sit down and talk about this?
It's a little bit late for that, don't you think, Santa? I'm gonna destroy every last elf that I see. They will not get past me. I'm gonna make them feel the fear. I'll strike into them like a reindeer. I'm gonna get them with my horns, push into them like a crown of thorns. I'm gonna get my furry tail and smack them till they wail. Elves, time to go down. Elves, time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Do not smile, it's time to frown. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Not time to smile, time to frown. There's a reindeer myth. Have you heard it, Santa?
No, I've heard rumors about it, but I never believed it could be true.
If a reindeer grinds his paw into the snow, that paw will slowly start to grow into a concoction that you can drink. It becomes like a poison, makes you think. I'm going to exact my revenge on every last elf woman and man. I won't leave a single one spared. They will feel my dread. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Not time to smile, time to frown. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, it's time to go down. Elves, time to go down. Not time to smile, time to frown. Don't try to stop me, Santa.
Blitzen, think about this. It's almost Christmas.
I'm sorry to say I tied him up. He was going to stop me. I took his hands and I tied them behind his back.
You tied Santa up?
Yes.
Blitzen, what are you doing?
Listen, Comet, I know you always try and talk me out of my crazy schemes.
Yeah, well, Santa never does.
Yeah, Santa...
He's so accepting. We all love him. He's great. He just lets you go off. He thinks that validating you will help.
He doesn't have a bad word to say to me even when I shut my trap off about the elves.
Yeah, he didn't once reprimand you for doing the reindeer hoofy thing and poisoning half the elf clan.
No, and the reindeer hoof poison's ready. I won't see you trapped outside anymore, Comet, my love. I'm gonna take you and all the reindeer kids inside the house once and for all.
Blitzen, you know I love you, and you know that I also share your desire to go back inside after that awful time where the elves spoke all that slander about us. And
They spread a hate campaign.
they did.
It was misinformation.
I swear they were the one that made the muddy hoof shapes that Mrs. Claus got so mad at.
Fake news.
Absolutely.
They got a hammer and they dipped it in chocolate.
I think they did.
It looked a lot like our hoofs.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I hate the elves too, but no, I don't like seeing you like this. You're going about it so forward and aggressively. There'll be nothing left.
I'm a male reindeer. I'm like a stag. I've got to fight for my herd.
Oh, I want you to stop it. It's also so hot.
I got a muscular chest. And a strong jawbone. I'm the kind of deer you photograph first thing in the morning.
That's why you're Mr. January in the Santa calendar.
I am. Santa's got a sexy calendar of me with my reindeer shirt off.
Not your reindeer pants, though. That's way too scandalous.
No, I leave them on. Those tight little pants. I'm the sexiest reindeer roo that you ever saw. You remember when I first met you and you were dating Donna? Dating Donna?
I did. I dated Donna at the diner.
Yeah, Donna took you to a diner, but I took you to China.
I loved that Christmas, Blitzen. It was amazing.
That's right, we stopped there first. And as Santa was giving all the little kids in China presents, I took you on a date.
You did. And then you showed me a good time.
I mounted you and made love to you as a stag does.
Oh, dear. So the reindeer children are still here. Go home, Mummy and Daddy are just talking.
Story.
No, it's fine.
Well, I'll tell you the story about how I met your mother, kids.
Maybe when you're older. Maybe you're older.
Night season.
No, look, okay, Blitzen. You can't keep doing this. You can't just keep
What? I'm
being...
about to sing my sexy song. Can't you hear? Like the whole intro started.
That's so reasonable. You know what? I shouldn't get in the way. My apologies.
That's okay.
You get sexy, baby.
So I just once that I hear that music, I gotta respond to it. Let me tell you a tale about a reindeer who had muscles so big
Muscles so big.
he'd only strike fear. Oh, when I was a young reindeer, I had a quick pelvis. People said I was a hot reindeer, kinda like Elvis. When I was just a young man, I wasn't a fad. My body was sculpted so damn lean, like in Thelma and Louise when they met Brad. I was a hot reindeer, and I knew how to do it. And as a hot reindeer, I learned how to screw it.
Make it rain, make it rain, make it reindeer, baby. Make it rain on me. Make it rain, make it rain, make it reindeer.
Tell me about when you first saw me, baby. You know I love to hear it from your lips.
When I first saw you, baby, I had a conviction. You were better than Donna, you were mightier than Dasher, you were hotter than Vixen. I knew that I needed you, yeah, in my life. I had to have you, even if your aggression causes strife. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, yeah, baby. Make it rain on me. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, yeah, baby. Make it rain on me. Now listen up, sugar pie. You know I like you when you're hot. You know I like you when you're sexy. But if you kill Santa, well, that's not gonna do it for me. I wanna get back in that house. I want that family for sure. But if you're gonna make it all the way, you're gonna have to do something more. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, dear baby. Make it rain on me. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, dear baby. Make it rain on me.
Okay, I promise I won't kill Santa or do anything.
Oh,
I can't risk losing you.
thanks, baby.
Now listen, Rudolph, I'm here on serious business.
Well, hi there, Blitzen.
Now listen, I know you're a joker, but you gotta take this seriously.
Oh, okay. You know I'm the leader of the pack, so I like to listen to you
Leader by
folks.
default, because you got a problem with your nose. I was the leader before you became the leader.
Okay, well, shouldn't we leave the past in the past? I mean, we've got such a happy time going on here.
Yeah, I guess we did explore that in Revenge of the Reindeers Part 1, when I took my revenge on you for having a really red nose.
Yeah, look, and I've forgiven you for that, so I think we could just leave the past in the past, because, you know, it really hurt when you chopped off my glowing nose, but who knew it would grow back?
I know I certainly didn't. I didn't think it was like Medusa, cut off one and 3 would grow.
Yeah, go, and how do I smell? Bad.
Sure. Hey, listen, Rudolph. How would you like to fall back into favor with old mate Blitzen?
Oh, you know, it'd be great to have the pack back together.
You'd like to get on my good side, wouldn't you?
Yes. What can I do to, you know, get you on side?
I got a problem. I need to kill every elf inside Santa's house, and I've tied up Santa outside that house. But my wife Comet says that if I do it, she's gonna lose her attraction to me. So I need a proxy of types to do it for me. Someone to take the fall, if you will.
I gotta say, this is an escalation from cutting off a nose to killing every elf. Who'll make the toys, Blitzen?
It's a good point, but the elves have got to go. They've at least got to be tied up and put in a closet or something until a lesson.
Can we at least do it so that they won't feel no pain?
Sure. I've got this hoof magic ointment that I made that's a poison.
The ointment from the rumor about when you put your hoof in the snow?
Yes.
I didn't know that was real.
Oh, it was real. And I've been putting my hoof in the snow every morning and every night. So I got enough poison for each one of those elves.
That's a lot of poison.
Now listen, if you only give them half a dose, they'll just be paradised for an hour or so. Just for an hour or so until we get into the house and we put them in the shed. Put them in the shed where we're kept and we get back in the house. They've got our bedroom right now.
Okay, so we're not killing them.
No.
We're just taking back what's theirs.
Just give them half a dose.
Okay, just a half a
Here's
dose.
the vials of the
Here's so many vials.
Okay, Rudolph, off you go.
Meanwhile, in Santa Claus's house.
Oh, we're sorry, sir. We're so sorry. We've got such tiny hands, and Blitzen did a real good job on the ropes.
Hey, listen, Santa, don't worry. We've got our own revenge plan for those reindeer. We've been grinding our hands into some snow every day and taking the sweat and making an ointment out of it. And we're going to be poisoning them.
Yeah, they won't know what hit them, Santa.
That snow poison is amazing.
It certainly is.
I have frostbite and lost my hand, but it was worth it.
Thanks, Cherub. You took one for the team.
No worries, Waffles.
Oh, no problem. It's one thing about an elves, we're committed to being diabolical.
We are committed to being diabolical, and this house will be ours until the reindeers stop. We're going to make sure no reindeer ever sets foot in this house again.
Or hoof.
Or hoof.
First, we framed them with the chocolate. Now we're going to poison them. Those reindeers never gonna get inside the house ever again.
It's an age-old rivalry. The elves versus the reindeer. They might think they're better 'cause they fly, but we're the ones that make the toys, dear.
We're gonna keep it for ourselves. Keep it for the elves. We're gonna keep it for ourselves. Keep it for the elves. We're gonna keep it for ourselves. Keep it for the elves. We're gonna keep it for ourselves. Keep it for the elves.
Oh, what do you think you're gonna take next that's not ours? Sweet muffin?
I think we could take the sleigh and ride it around all day. I think we could take over the whole North Pole.
We're gonna take it for ourselves. Take it for the elves.
Elves.
Take it for ourselves. Take it for the elves. And once we've got the whole North Pole, then it doesn't stop there. Why not take over every country? We deserve it. We've worked so hard. Follow me a century. Gonna take it for ourselves. Take it for the elves.
Elves.
Take it for ourselves. Take it for the elves. Good night, Waffles.
Good night, Cinnamon Crunch.
Good night, sweet muffin.
It's a shame we couldn't get Santa untied in time, but I'm sure he won't mind spending the evening in ropes.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit bad about the fact that we pretty much sung about the fact that we framed the reindeer in front of him.
Well, maybe this is a lesson. Maybe Santa should be kept in ropes. That way we can run not only the North Pole, but Mrs. Claus and the world and Santa's sleigh without any interference from anybody.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus seems to really like us.
We do sleep in her bed each night.
Come another story!
Oh, she's gearing up for another story and maybe even her famous dance.
It's gonna be great!
Let's go to bed. I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen. All right, Rudolph. You enter through the back door. You stay in there for 45 seconds only. Otherwise, the alarms will start to go off when they feel your hoofs on the wooden floorboards.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best somersault through the barn door.
That's whatever you need to do to get inside. But remember, only 45 seconds or the alarm will go off, and only half the dose.
45 seconds. That's all I have. 45 seconds, or things will turn out bad. Give them half the dose, so they don't overdose. We only want them paralyzed for a few hours. 45 seconds, only half the dose. 45 seconds, or who knows?
Make it rain, dear.
45
Make it
seconds, only half the dose. 45 seconds,
Make it rain on me. Make it rain, make it rain,
only
make it
half the
rain, dear
dose.
baby.
We're gonna get those
Make it
elves.
rain, make it rain on me.
We're gonna get those
45 seconds, 45 seconds.
We're gonna get those elves. Make it
What's that? Who's that there?
It's Mrs. Claus.
Quick, tie it up! It's Rudolph!
So listen, I'm sorry, but I know you said you would no longer be attracted to me if I were to go inside Santa's house, and well, Rudolph went in instead of me, and I can't explain why. Guess he had the same idea.
Blitzen? That you trusted Rudolph?
Well, Rudolph has been captured by the elves.
Oh, God.
He's in a bad way. I see through the window he's being tied up, and it looks like they're gonna roast him on a spit.
You know what, Blitzen? I shouldn't have tried to change you. You're a hot, angry, murderous reindeer.
Yes.
And that's the reindeer I fell in love with.
It is.
You should just go in there and fuck him up.
Ah, that's why I love you, Comet. Yeah, come with me.
All right.
We're strong with all the reindeer.
We will.
Let me lead us as I led us before Rudolph's red nose got in the way.
Let's do it. Come, Dasher. Come, Dancer. I'm Comet. Come, Vixen. Come. All the other ones.
We don't mind.
We're part of a team.
That's right. We're gonna get inside the house, gonna take what's ours. We're gonna free Santa and make this end. We're gonna get inside the house and go on a rampage to no murderous end. We're gonna show the elves what we're made of. They've been so bad. We're gonna rescue Rudolph. He'll be glad. Reindeer power, you can't stop us if you try. Reindeer power, we'll fight till we die. Reindeer power, you can't stop us if you try. Reindeer power, we'll fight till we die. Hey! Listen, Mrs. Claus, get out of that bed.
Why?
You've been sleeping with elves too long, it's all gone to your head. Hey, listen, Santa, I'll untie you now, but you gotta promise that things change now.
Reindeer power couldn't stop us, you tried. Reindeer power, fight until we die. Reindeer power,
You couldn't stop us if you tried.
reindeer power.
We're gonna fight until you, because I put my hand in this snow and made an ointment, and I just injected it into your ramp.
No, not my rump, not my famous rump.
Blitzen, no!
I'm fading, Comet.
No!
Comet, I'm fading.
No, you can't! You can't fade, I love you! Blitzen, no!
Comet, it doesn't matter. Santa can finally see how truly evil these elves were. I know you all thought I was crazy when I was muttering about them, but you weren't there for the first siege. I saw them do some really bad things.
I can see that now. I'm so sorry we didn't believe you, Blitzen.
I'm so sorry, Blitzen, that I didn't believe you. I see these elves are horrible.
It's okay. It's okay. Let Comet lead the sleigh.
Oh,
Let Comet lead the sleigh.
I'll always love you, babe.
Oh,
They were the hottest reindeer of us all.
I know.
Santa, in the memory of my husband, things have got to change around here, okay?
You're right, Comet. Things ain't right. They haven't been right in quite a while, and it's Blitzen that made me see that.
Oh, wait a second. Well, what are you gonna do with us?
We're gonna shove you in a closet or something.
Well, so long as you make sure that Rudolph doesn't dispense any of that hoof snow stuff to Blitzen.
It's all right. I already ingested it.
Oh no, because that's the antidote. Yay!
Wait, no, cover it up. Blitzen, get it out. It's coming out of one nose. It's coming out of two noses. It's coming out of all three noses. Blitzen, my love. Just say something. Anything.
Uh-huh.
That's him, all right. He's alive.
Wow.
I can't believe he's back.
I'm back.
Rudolph, you absolute moron. You almost killed my husband by eating the antidote.
Oh, Comet, you save the day like you always do. That's why I find you so hot, because you're full of brains.
Thanks, babe.
Well, Santa, maybe you can finally see Rudolph is not the leader of the front of our pack. Comet should be.
I see that. He's an absolute idiot with three noses. It scares the children.
You gotta send these elves away. Send them somewhere far away to have their behavior rehabilitated.
I'm gonna send them as far as I can to the South Pole.
And now, Santa, I think it's about time you gave us that day you've been promising all this time where you pat all our heads.
All right, line up one by one. And you get a pat.
Oh, boy.
And you get a pat.
Thanks.
And you get a pat.
What a day.
Pats for everyone.
This forever will be known
As the happiest day.
even better than December 25, which is Christmas Day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, Blitzen. Oh, Blitzen. I know you'd make it through. And like my namesake, I'm always burning for you.
Oh, Comet, you're my girl. You drive me wild. Now let's hop into that bed that belongs to the Clauses and make a reindeer child. Oh, happy day, the day the reindeer sleigh'd. Oh, happy day, the day the reindeer sleigh'd.
Oh, happy day. I'm kind of confused though, as my husband, I thought it would be you leading the pack. You're the alpha, don't you see?
The true mark of an alpha is a man with a kind streak. Someone who knows he doesn't need to lead, not feeling weak.
Yes, no, Santa? You go.
Go, Santa, go.
You can speak.
Oh, my dear reindeer, I think we have a change here. It's time to bring some soul to the North Pole.
Oh, happy day, the day the reindeer sleighs. Oh, happy day, the day the reindeer
Wow, that was what a wild pod. That was called
Reindeer Games 2, The Revenge of Blitzen.
Reindeer Games 2, The Revenge of Blitzen.
Those were some pretty good mind games.
Mind games. Yeah, Blitzen definitely played some
Reindeer
poison.
versus elves.
Some poison
in cinemas near you soon.
The elves ultimately were not poisoned, though.
Were they not?
No, Rudolph drank all the poison.
I thought antidote. Yeah,
The
I thought
antidote.
the antidote.
Yeah. So I think the elves were sent to were behavioural.
That's right.
Yes,
There was some stuff.
the penguins are going to teach them how to
Teach them how to
behave.
do.
Well, that was that. And thank you so much for listening to Impromptu. It's a completely improvised musical. We hope you follow us on the socials, on Instagram, Facebook. Send us a title too, because we're running low on titles. You can do it on our website. Check out our website and our social media for seasons we have coming up. At the time of recording this podcast, a bunch of the cast are in Edinburgh Fringe. We've also got Melbourne Fringe coming up, I believe, and potentially more. And also Chelsea show in Geelong Fringe, which is super fun. And I'm doing a show in Melbourne Fringe called Cabaret Unscripted. It's different to what I just did.
Less reindeer.
Yes, not a reindeer in sight.
But she still slays.
Thank you so much. All right. Oh, happy day, the day the reindeer sleighs. Oh, happy day, the day the